If you're ready for just plain straight talk about events of the day and the real facts to back it up, join Ed Golly every Thursday morning at 10 a.m. for the Voice of Reason here on the TAN Talk Radio Network.
Are you a writer, inventor? Do you have questions about your intellectual property rights? Well, tune in every Tuesday and Thursday morning at 11 o'clock for Joy on Paper. Once a month, I will have a special guest, the writer's legal eagle, Bill Larson of Larson & Larson, who can answer your questions. Protect your valuable work. Email me your questions to patsy.radio@gmail.com and then listen in every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. right here on Tampa Bay's TAN Radio Network. That's patsy.radio@gmail.com.
Tune in to the Shrink and Wrap Show here on TAN Talk Radio.
Our stories and our topics will include, but are not limited to, everyday issues. We're here for you, for our listeners. We want to know what's important to you.
So again, don't miss us
on TAN Talk Radio. Tune in again, Shrink and Wrap Show.
We'll see you then.
That's the Shrink and Wrap Show every Thursday from 3 to 4 p.m. right here on the TAN Talk Radio Network.
Hey, you new to the area or just want to know about the best hidden gems and upcoming events? Stay tuned. Be Local Buzz with Devin takes you to these places, introduces you to the best businesses, and tells you about upcoming buzz. Preset your radio to TAN Talk 1340 AM or 106.1 FM every Thursday from 4 to 5. That is the Be Local Buzz with Devin on TAN Talk 1340 AM and 106 FM every Thursday from 4 to 5. Looking forward to speaking with you.
This is the TAN Talk Radio Network.
Top of the morning, everybody. 9:06 on a beautiful Thursday. We are here once again with the Knife and Fork Radio Show with your hosts, Mike and Eric. Hopefully everyone had a good week. That's how I usually like to start the show since we spoke to you last. Mike, how was your week?
Oh, fantastic, brother. Fantastic.
Outstanding. Yeah, mine was a pretty good week, too. Shout out to Jimmy. I know you're listening out there right now because I see your comment on Facebook. And just so you know, we were watching a little something on TV. We were watching Spaceballs on the TV overhead. And Mike's drinking a bourbon and Coke right now out of that red cup, in case you're wondering. He likes to get started a little bit later in the day with his drink. And he just got started about 8:45 this morning. It's a little bourbon and Coke and a little bit of Spaceballs on the TV, Jimmy. So there's your answer that you were looking for. Ed, how are you doing back there today, sir? Everything going well since we talked to you last Thursday?
On Thursday.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Well, like I said, welcome to the show, everybody. We're here again. I've got a pretty good show lined up for us today. We're going to do our normal top 10 list across the board. We're going to do some different restaurant topics. And then, of course, at the end of the show, we roll into my favorite segment, things that I hate, that I absolutely can't stand. That's at the end of the show. That's our favorite part. Look at that. Guitar pick. Somebody left one here. How about that? So, yeah, let's get right into it. Today on the top 10 list, we've got the top 10 most iconic restaurant dishes from all the different restaurants that you know and love across the country, be it chains and whatnot. More so for the chain restaurants, this is like very popular dishes. So you'll know exactly what we're talking about when we get into it. This is the top 10 most iconic restaurant dishes. Mike, would you like to take a stab at any of these?
Pizza.
No, these are actually specific dishes. Yeah, specific dishes. They're restaurant specific. So if you can think of like a chain restaurant and what they would be known for.
Blooming Onion?
Blooming Onion. He hit the nail right on the head. Number one.
Oh, wow.
Outback's Blooming Onion is number one.
Interesting.
Absolutely.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Very cool, man. Yeah, nice. Good guess. So I've got 13 through 10 or 13 through 1 listed here. I'll start at number 13. Number 13 would be the International House of Pancakes iconic buttermilk pancakes. That comes in at number 13. I can see that.
They're pretty good. They're good.
Yeah, I can see that. You know,
nice little short stack.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Number 12, Olive Garden soup salad and endless breadsticks.
Oh, well, that'll never go away.
Never. No. I got to tell you, Olive Garden food is garbage to me. Yeah, but I don't mind the salad.
Oh, the salad's pretty good.
The salad is good.
The bread's okay too.
The bread's okay.
It's not bad.
It's just whatever.
Yeah.
But the salad is actually pretty good. I don't mind it. They put like grated cheese on there.
Yeah. They do all right.
Number 11 on the list, coming in from the Cheesecake Factory, I've never had this dish, nor have I ever heard of it. Chicken Madeira. Have you ever heard of that?
I have heard of it, but I have not had
I don't know
it.
what that is. I mean, it sounds wonderful.
It sounds great.
It does.
It sounds like a beach.
It does a little bit, yeah, like Madeira Beach. Yeah, I've been there before. Yeah, a couple times. Now we're getting into the actual meat and potatoes of the top 10 list because we're on number 10. All right, those were just appetizers for you. Okay. Now we're getting into number 10, and this is a house favorite of mine. Again, I can't stand anything about their food. I think it's trash, but the Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Oh man!
Oh my God!
That's why they're going out of business, because they put them in a box.
Hey, I know. It's funny. I've got a box of the pre-made Cheddar Bay biscuit mix sitting at my house, and I keep saying I got to make those tonight, and I forget to do it every time. But it's just sitting there. I probably got, I don't know, I bought it at Sam's Club. It's this giant box. It's probably gonna make like 120 Cheddar Bay biscuits. I'm gonna sit there like a fat little kid and eat every last one of them. I can't wait.
I think you have to.
Whenever I get it done, I don't know when I'm gonna get around to it, but I will. Number 9 on the list is going to be Longhorn Steakhouse Outlaw Ribeye. That's interesting because
it's okay.
Is Longhorn Steakhouse an iconic restaurant, though? I mean, it made this list at number 9. So,
well, I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
Depends on what county you pulled, right?
I guess so. Yeah. Number 8, California Pizza Kitchen Barbecue Chicken Pizza.
Oh, that's a good one.
I've never had that.
It's actually really good.
Yeah, I've never eaten at a California Pizza Kitchen before.
I did when it first opened, and
they're over in International.
Right?
Yeah,
and it was pretty good.
Was it pretty good?
Yeah, and then I haven't been back. But,
yeah,
I mean,
I've seen it. I've been past it before, but I've never stopped in. I think I've eaten a frozen pizza from California Pizza Kitchen before. They sell them at like Publix in a frozen food section.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's pretty good, I guess. Number 7, P.F. Chang's lettuce wraps.
Oh, I've had that.
I got to tell you, man, I haven't been to a P.F. Chang's in years, but those lettuce wraps, they're outstanding. They're so good. They're so good. Number 6, this is a favorite of mine also, Chili's Southwestern Egg Rolls.
Oh, I was just thinking about egg rolls, and I was thinking about I can't remember the name. BJ's restaurant.
Yeah, the avocado egg rolls.
They have some killer egg rolls.
Yeah, those avocado egg rolls are outstanding.
They're really good.
Number 5, Applebee's Bourbon Street Steak.
Really?
Applebee's made the top 10 list for iconic restaurant dishes.
Cheap meat and bourbon. I love it.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so.
America.
That's it. Nothing says America
more than cheap meat.
Well, we're gonna get into a little bit of America a little bit later because I've got something that's gonna even trump the cheap meat on my list of topics today. Trust me. When you hear this, you're gonna say, "What in the hell is wrong with everyone in this country?" And then we'll get to that a little bit later. Number 4, Bonefish Bang Bang Shrimp.
Oh, yeah, that's one of those things.
Did you work at Bonefish?
I did.
Okay, I thought you did. I thought for a little while. Yeah,
Bonefish was great.
Ago.
I worked at Bonefish when it got robbed, which is an amazing story.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you told me that. I think.
I think I already told that story.
You told the story on air. Yeah, during story time.
It was very interesting.
Yeah, a few weeks ago. That's right.
It's strange.
Yeah, I haven't been to a Bonefish in quite a while either, but it's funny because everybody in the restaurant business now has some version of a Bang Bang Shrimp on the menu.
Every single
They
person.
call them Boom Boom Shrimp, TikTok Shrimp, Bam Bam Shrimp.
Firecracker.
And it's all the same crap, man. It's fried shrimp tossed in mayonnaise.
Yeah, little sweet Thai chili sauce.
Yeah, sweet Thai chili sauce, yeah.
You could jazz it up with some lemon juice.
Yeah, I guess. It sounds wonderful. Number 3, TGI Fridays Loaded Potato Skins.
Really?
Number 3.
Is TGI, are they even around here anymore?
I don't know, man. I haven't seen TGI Fridays in forever. I thought they
there
all
was the
closed down.
one by the USF. Remember that? They had that one that was there for a long time.
That was there for a long time. That's right. Out there at Temple Terrace.
They just drink crazy over there, the kids.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either. That's a tough area. That's a tough side of town. Yeah. Tough side of town. Number 2, I've never heard of this before. Texas Roadhouse Rattlesnake Bites.
Rattlesnake bites.
So apparently I looked it up because I wasn't sure what it was. Apparently it's like a jalapeno popper.
Oh, okay.
But instead of it being the whole jalapeno stuff with the stuff, they chop everything up and they make it into like a batter and they deep fry it. So it's almost like a jalapeno hush puppy, I guess.
Oh, there you go.
And
that's fair.
That's number 2. And then, of course, Mike already nailed the number 1 with Outback Steakhouse Bloomin' Onion.
Sorry for spoiling it.
Yeah, well, you know, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I think I was on the list last week.
80 years, man, since D-Day. That's what's going on today, man. That's pretty amazing.
80 years.
80 years, man. It's the 80th anniversary of D-Day. That's incredible, man. And, you know, you see all these stories, you hear all these things, and it's just like you almost kind of like feel like you were there because you see the death and the tragedy. And I watch a lot of the History Channel myself. My wife thinks I'm crazy for it because I'm always watching something in black and white on TV. I'm like an old man with my TV shows. You know what I mean? Like I'll watch the history of tanks and I'm like, oh, this is awesome. Yeah, I'll get in the windup and I'll tell her, I'm like, oh man. She's like, I'm going to go lay down. I'm like, great, because I got to watch the history of tanks. I said it's coming on the History Channel right now. So yeah, go take a nap. Yeah, but I watch all that stuff and it's terrible. You know what I mean? It's terrible. But hats off to all the veterans out there and all the soldiers that put their lives out on the line and lost their lives so that we could have the freedom to do what we're doing this morning. We definitely appreciate everything you do for us.
Amen to that.
Yeah, amen to that. Did you see that Boeing rocket finally went up yesterday?
Finally.
I think it was 4 or 5 failed attempts, and it finally went up. I was watching that on the news, and I was thinking to myself, please, God, don't explode. You know what I mean? Because I remember, I don't know if you remember it or not, but when the Challenger exploded back in, I think it was 83 or 84, you were probably still in New Orleans at the time, so you couldn't see it.
I was a baby.
I remember exactly where I was. We were at the bank. I was in the back of the car. My mom had to run into the bank, and I remember looking out the back window as the shuttle was going up. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was like 6 or 7 years old. And then I remember seeing this smoke in the air, and it's like, it didn't look natural. Like the smoke, it's like, I remember it like
black smoke.
At like 7 years old. I'm like, it shouldn't look like that.
Right.
And then sure as hell, it exploded, which was pretty wild.
Yeah, that is wild to see it live like that.
Yeah, I remember, it was a clear shot too, right out the back window of the car. I could see it like it was clear as day.
Oh,
yeah.
Man. Well,
but I remember, yesterday I was like, please, rocket, just don't explode. Just make it into space.
Well, they're unmanned, right?
No, this one had 2 astronauts. This is one of the first manned missions in quite some time. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So they sent 2 people up to the International Space Station yesterday. Let me ask you this. What the hell goes on in the International Space Station? What are they doing up there? Does anybody have any insight as to what goes on? Like, they send the rocket up there. They send people up there. What do? They just hang out up there for like 18 months and just kind of relax and see, what are they doing?
Well, they got to have a janitor, right?
I guess. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you would think so.
You think there's a janitor that just stays there all year? Like for
somebody's got to clean up.
Somebody's got to clean up, right?
I think so.
Can't have poo floating in the
air. Can you imagine?
Just feces floating around.
Yeah, Mike, again, you hit the nail on the head, man. You nailed the...
Where's the custodial technician at? We need to take care of this.
He nailed the blooming onion, and he nailed the floating poop theory from the International Space Station, in case anyone wants to know. Oh, my God. Jimmy, I see your comment on something. You got a link I can share to get you some more viewers. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but after the show, I'll give you a shout and see what the hell you're talking about, because I don't know what you're talking about right now, but we'll look into it a little bit later. Anyway, that rocket finally went up. So we got a little bit of restaurant news coming up here. I'll get into it a little bit, and then we'll take a short break. Have you heard of the restaurant Noble Crust?
I have.
Have you ever been there?
I have.
Great restaurant.
What is it considered? Southern brunch? Is that what it's considered? Southern?
Yeah, it's like Southern
brunch.
It's kind of like Italian, sort of.
Southern Italian?
Yeah, something like that.
Southern Italian.
Food is outstanding.
Yeah, the food is great. They're just all over the board.
They're all over the place. Yep.
Which is, at the end of the day, isn't it a blooming brand?
No, it's actually not. Did you ever work with TJ over at Bonefish? He was the managing partner of the one over in Clearwater, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, don't get mad, TJ, but Crooked Eye TJ?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. He's actually, that's his restaurant. He owns the place.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, he broke away from the Outback company.
Well, good for him, man.
Bonefish, and he opened up Noble Crust years ago.
Hey, I always liked TJ, man. He's a pretty good guy.
Yeah. So that's his restaurant. No association with any major restaurant chains whatsoever.
Oh, good for him. He's got a couple of them, right?
Yeah, well, they're actually opening up another one right now, too. There's a couple of Noble Crusts. I think there's like 2 or 3 of them, but now they're opening up, like, it's called Noble Tavern. It's supposed to be opening up by the end of the year. It's a scaled down version of Noble Crust, focusing heavily on like drinks and not like tapas and things like that, but just like kind of like not as large as they are over at the Noble Crust. And they're going to open up at the end of the year. It's going to be like farm to table.
Oh, so, interesting.
Yeah, they own that fat beet farm out there in Odessa.
Oh, I know exactly where that's at.
Yeah, so that's their property, and that's where they grow all their veggies for the restaurants. Cool. Yeah, so they're going to do like farm to table. I thought that was pretty cool that they're really getting it done. The guys over there at Noble Crust.
Well, that's the way to do it. Buy the property, grow yourself.
Yeah,
pays
cut out the middleman. You know exactly what you're getting. You can grow whatever you want, have whatever ingredients you need, and you're good to go.
Takes a couple of years to recoup, but once you recoup, you're it's all profit.
Sure. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's all profit at that point. You just got to pay the people working the farm.
Right. Yeah. Pay for water.
That's it. All right. Well, that's my Noble Crust story for the day. That's our top 10 list. We're going to take a short break right now. It's 9:19. We'll be back here in about a minute or so, and we'll get some more restaurant news. We're going to do a little freestyling today, Mike and I, because we don't have any callers or any guests lined up. So this is the way that we like it. We'll talk to you in a minute or so.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
On Wednesday, the Rays were going for the sweep against the Miami Marlins in the two-game Citrus Series with Zach Eflin on the mound, and the Rays wasted little time in getting off the ground.
Swing ground ball to third, fair ball. By Rohan down the left field line. Arozarena scores, and then the ball gets away from Gordon in left. Here comes Lau around third, and he will score. And the Rays take an early 2-0 lead.
Then later in the first inning, it was Josh Lowe in his return from the IL.
Swing line drive to the gap in right center. That finds a home on the turf and goes all the way to the wall. Here is Paredes to score, and Lowe cruising into second with an RBI double, and the Rays lead 3-0.
And the Rays would go on to win by a score of 5-3. They've won 3 in a row. They'll have an off day Thursday before the Orioles come to town on Friday at 6:50 p.m. And with your Rays report, I'm Chris Adams Wall.
Catch the Rays all season on the Rays Radio Network. For tickets, visit RaysBaseball.com.
Tune in to the Shrink and Wrap Show here on Tan Talk Radio.
Our stories and our topics will include, but are not limited to, everyday issues. We're here for you, for our listeners. We want to know what's important to you.
So again, don't miss us
On Tan Talk Radio. Tune in again, Shrink and Wrap Show.
We'll see you then.
That's the Shrink and Wrap Show every Thursday from 3 to 4 p.m. right here on the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Amity Florida has moved to Thursday nights from 5 to 7 with more golf entertainment and inside information. From the PGA to the LPGA, LIV, and local events, show for scratch golfers, fun-loving hacks, two pros sharing insight along with a hack and Caddyshack humor with their talented entertainment team. Amity Florida, 5 to 7 from Ferg Sports Bar and Grill, 19th Hole Clubhouse, and Ice Pick Vodka Studios. On the Tampa St. Pete Sports Connection, radio network streaming on FloridaSportsStream.com. Tee it high and let it fly. Amity Florida and Ice Pick Vodka.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Welcome back, everybody. 922, Knife and Fork Radio Show. Listen, the phone lines are open, as always, 727-441-3000. Or if you're outside of the listening area, you can call us at 1-866-826-1340. You're listening to the Knife and Fork Radio Show right here in the one and only Tan Talk Radio Network. How's that for an intro?
Oh, that's nice.
I got to tell you, man. Yeah,
I you're getting good at it.
I didn't even practice that, man. That was organic. It just flowed.
Oh, man, that's nice.
Because that's how I roll.
I don't try anything. I just do it.
That's it. All right. So I want to get into this real quick because this is America. All right. This screams America.
All right. Let's hear it.
Every step of the way. Apparently, you know the company Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yes.
You know. PBR. They're celebrating 180 years of making beer at this point.
Really?
Apparently this year marks 180 years of Pabst Blue Ribbon making beer. So what are they doing in order to celebrate that and to give the customers the best experience that you can get possibly from PBR for 180 years worth of service? What do you think they're doing?
If you wear cutoff jeans and no shoes, you get a free 12-pack.
No, but if you well, yes, but you have to have a mullet also.
Okay, all right.
So that yes,
mullet included. Okay,
you were 66% correct on that one. All right, you were missing the other 33.
Fair enough.
But no, even better than that, Mike. You're not going to believe this. 180 years.
Past Blue Ribbon. We got?
They are making 180 packs of beers.
Oh, what?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
108.
There's. I can't make this crap up.
I mean, that's like a keg, right?
It's the equivalent of 15 12 packs. And it's in one box. So you get, when you buy, and it's under $100.
It's under $100.
Under $100 is what it said. So you buy the 180 pack of beer.
Wow.
And you get to enjoy one beer for each year that they've been in existence.
That is absolutely amazing marketing.
180 packs. I don't even, is that even legal to sell?
Well, you need a trailer first, right?
With it?
What's that, Ed?
Does a forklift come with it?
I'm telling you, I mean, it's got to be. I mean, it's got to be massive. I don't know. I don't even know how you'd pick it up. Yeah, 180 pack of beer. It's 15 12 packs in one box.
I mean, where do you purchase something like that?
A 12 pack is heavy.
You don't get that at the gas station.
No,
you have to go to the.
I don't know.
Do they ship it?
That shipping on that's got to be astronomical
for $100.
Yeah, right.
Well, they were just giving away beer at this point.
Just give it away, man. Under $100, they said. That's amazing. 180 pack of beer.
Get some drop shipped?
I don't know.
Let's see what we can do.
We're going to look into this. And next week, when we come back, we're going to have all the answers to these questions. I can promise you.
We'll have a 180 pack in the corner.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the Scooby-Doo back there, he's gonna have 180 packs.
It's just going to be commemorative. We're not even going to drink it.
Yeah, it's true.
We're just going to leave it there forever.
It's true. But yeah, I thought that was pretty impressive. So here's another list for you. Okay. I think you're going to like this one. While we're on the topic of beer, I came across this article and it's got the worst beers ever made in the world.
Bud Light.
Now they're not. Bud Light did make the list. It did make the list. Now these aren't in any particular order whatsoever. It's just a hodgepodge of names out there. But some of these names are going to ring a bell. Do you remember Red Dog?
Oh man, I do.
Red Dog, and you'd open up the cap and it would have like the little like bulldog face in there. It would say something witty.
Oh man,
Red
I've
Dog
had so many hangovers from Red Dog.
Oh, it's the worst, man. It's they stopped
South
making
Louisiana. It was like 50 cents.
Oh, really?
Where I was at, big old can, 50 cents.
So yeah, you used to drink that crap like it was going out of style.
And it was 18 to drink when I was there.
Oh, really?
So you just go to the gas station at 18 and just get the biggest can of beer you can find.
Yeah, no kidding. That's great. Red Dog, yeah.
And by the time you got halfway done, it was super hot.
It
was
for sure.
And you had to be
But you drank every last bit of it because you spent 50 cents on that beer.
And you were dedicated.
Absolutely.
You were dedicated.
You had to.
You had to.
I thought that was funny. Keystone Ice and Keystone Lager made the list.
All three?
All three. No, Keystone's all over this. Keystone Light, Keystone Ice, and Keystone Lager. Keystone.
What are you doing
know
out
what?
there?
And I got a little side note on there. After the last Keystone popped up, just give up. Just stop making beer, Keystone, because apparently your flagships have made the list of the worst beers ever made. All three of them.
Well, man.
Yeah,
somebody's got to talk to somebody.
See, I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to send an email and get to the bottom of this and just let Keystone know. Listen, just call it a day.
I'm going to talk to Hunter Biden. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, apparently Hunter Biden does crack every 20 minutes.
Yeah, so I'm going to talk to him on his 19th minute, and we're going to see.
For all of y'all out there listening, we were just watching the news is on overhead, and I happened to look up during the commercial break, and the headline says Hunter Biden smokes crack every 20 minutes. Like what? What is that? Oh my God!
Man, that's a lot of crack.
It definitely caught me off guard. If you were watching on Facebook Live, you would have seen Mike and I just cracking up because as soon as I looked up, I saw that on there. Totally unexpected. Corona Light made the list.
Really?
Yeah, Corona Light.
I don't find the difference between Corona and Corona Light.
I think both of them are disgusting. You know what I mean? I don't know. I can't do either of them.
I don't mind Corona.
Yeah. Here's one. Here's a fan favorite: Bud Light Clamato. You remember that? Yeah, like the red, like the clam juice in it.
Hey, you guys want some V8 with some beer in it?
Oh my God, how disgusting! I mean, really, like it's no kidding. That one made the list. You know, there's no way around it.
I'm surprised it made the list of beers to actually make.
I know. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip through this list because it's taken a while. Mick Ultra, Busch Light, Bud Ice, Busch Ice, Milwaukee's Best, The Beast. That made the list.
Wow.
Miller 64, Natural Ice. Of course, you got your Keystones, Natural Light, and Bud Select 55.
Select 55 is so bad.
Those are among the world's most hated beers ever produced.
You know what wasn't on that list?
What's that?
The champagne of beers.
Ah, that's right.
You know
that's
what?
Right.
We used to get down on some High Life.
Yeah, High Life was good. Yeah.
Remember we had the camo cans?
I do. Yeah, I do remember those. Yeah,
those are nice.
And the commercial. Remember the guy in the Super Bowl? Remember the commercial? That guy, I love that guy. He was so funny, man.
That Mickey's Big Mouth. That was kind of a nasty beer too.
I've seen it. I used to have a severe alcoholic roommate that used to drink that stuff. You don't know this guy. This is before you and I even met. Yeah, he used to always. He'd buy like a 6-pack of those Mickeys, like the little things.
Yeah,
and he would just get down on that and tequila all night long, and then just wake up in a just drunk and stupid the next morning every day. That was his life every day.
Awesome. Well,
yeah,
he's probably dead.
I'm sure he probably is. I haven't seen him in quite some years, but yeah, Chemo, if you're out there listening to the show, you know who I'm talking about. Big Hawaiian guy. Yeah.
Oh, hope you're alive, buddy.
That's there's your hopeful wishes from Mike. That's another segment of the show. Hopeful wishes from Mike. What do you got to say this week, Mike? Well, I hope you're alive. Okay, we touched on this subject last week and about the McDonald's prices skyrocketing, and people are complaining and saying the prices are up 142% from 2019. Well, apparently McDonald's is disputing that fact. They're saying, you know what, public, you're absolutely incorrect. The prices have only gone up between 20 to 40% since 2019.
Oh.
And so the average Big Mac is $5.29 versus the $7.49 that we said last week on the show. So apparently there's some conflicting views over here from the consumers and from the producers.
Well, I would think the producers are definitely correct,
right?
And the consumers are not.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
every day of the week. That's just how it goes.
That's just how it goes.
I mean, you got to think it's like $7.49 for a Big Mac is a bit excessive. So I don't know, man.
I mean, listen, if you take it globally, take it in the United States, the scale,
sure.
Then that's probably the blended average.
Probably.
If you take California and New York, put it in the mix.
You're probably $10-12 over there, I would imagine.
Then you take Utah.
Yeah.
And it's $2.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, perfect.
Yeah.
So
you know what I like, man? I don't eat hardly any fast food, but last week, every once in a while, like once a month, we'll go to Burger King. My
wife likes Burger King.
Yeah, we'll get like a wild hair up our ass and we'll go to Burger King.
Yeah.
And the plain little chicken sandwich that they make.
It's good, huh?
Just a little fried chicken sandwich. It's like a little oblong looking thing. It's got mayonnaise. You add a cheese to it. And I got to tell you, man, it's outstanding. I love it. Yeah, I love it.
That's good.
Yeah. Burger King.
Shout out to Burger King.
And my wife, she doesn't eat meat, She
has to be on Burger.
She gets whatever it is. Yeah, the Impossible Whopper. I don't know what it's made with, the Beyond thing or whatever, but yeah, she gets that and she loves it. Yeah.
I've had it. They taste they're not the same, but I mean, it's not bad at all.
I don't mind those what do they call them? Meatless burgers, I guess, whatever they are. They're confusing, because I think I might have talked about this on the show a few weeks ago. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you think it's going to be heavier than it is when you pick it up. It doesn't taste bad, but it's like that plastic beer mug that you pick up and you hit yourself in the nose with it. That's what I did the first time I ate one of those, because it looks like it should be about an 8-ounce hamburger,
right?
But the weight of it is probably more like 4 ounces. So you pick it up.
It's pretty weird.
Yeah,
and nutritionally, it's weird too. So, it's just, I mean,
I don't mind.
There's a bunch of fillers and stuff.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I don't mind the taste of them. They're okay.
The taste is fine.
It's a decent substitute for meat. Let's just say that. You know what I mean? If you're trying to go meatless.
Yeah, we're going to go Soylent Green.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
Soylent Green.
What is it again?
Soylent Green.
Soylent Green?
Yeah, it's an old school movie where.
Oh, I've never seen it.
Oh, you've never seen it? Oh, okay.
No.
That'll be the history project.
That's perfect.
You're gonna have, if you love old TV, you're gonna love this movie.
All right, I'm gonna write that in my notes. Yeah, I'm gonna write that in my notes as I'm watching the astronauts in the space station take their poopies and it's flying away. I'll be researching that at
Soylent Green.
It's disgusting. Absolutely. It's about to happen, folks. The show's about to go off the rails again.
We're derailing.
Yeah, we're derailing rapidly as we speak.
We have to put Crazy Train on.
That should be our theme song. It should be. Hey, the Carrabba's out there on Sheldon Road?
Yeah.
Right across from, what is across the street from there? Used to be Grill 54, right?
I think it's a Hacienda.
It's something else now.
Mexican place.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Well, one on the left is the one. I don't know where Grill 54 is now. I don't know what it is.
I think they just closed down. I don't even think the one on 54 is open anymore.
No.
Yeah, right. I think they all closed down.
I think they all closed down.
Yeah. I've never eaten there. I don't know anything about it.
It's pretty good. It was okay.
Yeah. But that Carrabba's right across the street on Sheldon, they got shut down for a health department violation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, recently.
They make a lot of money there.
I know. Recently,
They pump them in there.
They got shut down because, pardon the disgustingness of this comment, but they had apparently 22 live roaches.
Oh, wow.
Were spotted during the inspection. Imagine the inspector walks over and sees a bunch of live roaches while they're doing the health inspection.
Well, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And there was a bunch of dead ones back behind the equipment, and then said soil buildup behind the equipment as well. But that's pretty common.
I mean, that's common. Flies are pretty common, but when you get roaches, that's a problem. That's a problem.
Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah. And we were just talking about the drain flies this time of the year.
Geez.
God, man, it is that time of the year. If you guys are out there and you have restaurants or you're managing restaurants, just
treat your drains.
Treat your drains. That's the best thing you can do.
It's the only thing you can do.
People call them fruit flies or whatever. The fact of the matter is they're drain flies.
They're drain
flies. Are annoying, man. They're so hard to get rid of.
And
so hard to
yeast.
get rid of.
The yeast?
Yep.
Oh, man. It's so tough.
They're terrible.
Yeah, you just
terrible.
have to, the bioenzymes.
There's no way around it. Yeah.
I got a treat for it.
Yeah, they're absolutely horrible. I hate those things. Have you guys ever... Well, do you remember the steakhouse Ponderosa in Bonanza?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, apparently there's still a few of them out there.
Really?
Yeah, I was shocked when I saw that. Yeah, Ponderosa.
Really? It's in Orlando.
Exactly.
It's right across from Old Town.
That's crazy that you know that. Yeah,
I think I've been there.
I had no idea that they were still around.
Yeah.
Ponderosa.
There's also a Shoney's over there.
Shoney's was good. The breakfast bar.
There is a Shoney's over there.
Oh, okay. In Orlando. I remember that there. But
I thought they all shut down. Yeah. But Ponderosa and Shoney's are on the same block.
No kidding. If you guys want to go and get a good steak dinner, treat yourself right. Go to Orlando immediately. Get in your car, drive to Orlando, go get yourself a T-bone steak.
Yes.
From Ponderosa. And then you get the all-you-can-eat salad bar to go with it at the same time.
Yep.
The Grand Buffet, they call it.
Oh, man.
You want to hear something funny? My dad actually worked for Ponderosa for about a year.
Really?
Yeah, I come from a good restaurant lineage. My dad was in the restaurant business for quite some years.
My parents too.
So, yeah, it's just embedded in my DNA, unfortunately. But, yeah, he was the general manager of the Ponderosa Steakhouse on Fowler Avenue and almost I-275.
Oh, wow.
In Tampa.
Interesting.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, I remember going there as a kid saying, "Oh, this is the best. I get free steak. I love it.
I love free steak.
Like, all the other people are paying for it, but I get a free T-bone. This is great.
This is
Dad,
awesome.
Don't ever lose this job because I want free steak for the rest of my life." A year later, he quit.
Well,
I think I got to go there twice and enjoy free steak dinner.
Probably the stress, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly. But it doesn't surprise me if it was stress. But yeah, apparently Ponderosa and Bonanza are still out there. They have 15 different locations across the country.
Really?
And Pennsylvania, Virginia, Minnesota, Ohio, Michigan, Kissimmee.
Really?
And West Virginia, Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin. Yeah, really? I thought that was pretty interesting.
That's awesome.
Because I haven't seen a Ponderosa or Bonanza in years, man. I thought the whole chain just shut down.
The Ponderosa, it looks like they painted it when it was opened.
Right.
That was the last time they painted
exactly. Yeah, I'm sure. The one in Orlando?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if Ponderosa still has any affiliation with the guy's gone, but one of the guys in the show, the big guy, Haas. Remember, he was the one that started the Ponderosa.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm sorry, the Bonanza. Bonanza.
I don't know. I'm not sure. That's a really good question. We'd have to look into that and see. I'm not sure what the answer is.
I wonder if his relatives or anybody's still got anything to do with it. But
yeah, I don't know.
I just saw an old time flyer for, I think it was Ponderosa or something like that. $2.99 dinner.
Oh my God, $2.99, and you get a steak and a salad bar for $2.99. I saw this
the other day too. Buffalo Wild Wings is having their all you can eat endless.
No.
Boneless wings.
Oh, no.
On certain nights. Have they not learned anything from Red Lobster?
Nothing. As soon as you said endless, man, I my skin started to crawl. I started to cringe. They learned nothing.
Poor employees, when they saw that come across the news wire in their little restaurants, probably figure their days are numbered now.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Let's blow out all the chicken we can and get as much money as we can out of this thing before we have to shut her down.
Exactly. Well, the one Buffalo Wild Wings by me in Clearwater, they closed down.
Well, there's just a lot of them
over by the Philly Stadium.
Yeah.
They shut down.
Well, they had to shut down anyway. That land was sold anyway.
Oh, is that what happened? I never knew what happened there.
That whole thing is now belongs to the Phillies.
Oh, I see.
So they're gonna use that shopping center and knock it down. And part of it's going to be a little bit of a hotel for the players. And
that's cool. Yeah,
some outlets.
That makes sense. I was wondering because I thought Buffalo Wild Wings does a pretty good business, and when they went out of business, I was really confused. I'm like, why?
Well, there's so many of them too.
Yeah,
so I think there's just move locations that pop around.
Yeah.
I forget what it was when it first opened up, but there was a gator down in that pond, and you could go out there and people would throw their food.
Really?
Yeah,
that's smart.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's smart. Yeah,
little entertainment.
Yeah, right. Nothing like feeding a wild animal with teeth that can chew your arm off from your dinner table.
Yeah, like trying to put a spacecraft in flight 4 times.
Stilts, though.
What's that?
That thing was on stilts.
Yeah.
It was a good 15-foot drop, probably.
Oh, okay. So it couldn't climb to your destination. Oh man, Bonanza, Ponderosa, the good old days.
The good old days.
The good old days. Yep. Oh my God. So apparently, fast food places are getting boycotted by a lot of people now because of the prices. Also,
well, they have to be getting railroaded because the first thing you cut out when you are in a situation like we are now,
sure,
is fast food.
Yeah.
Fast food or going out to dinner.
The luxuries, the unessentials is what they call it. Yeah. Non-essentials. Yep.
The first thing you cut out.
Yeah, they did a survey, I guess, of 2,000 people and said that 62% of the people that they interviewed are eating out less on fast food because of the cost, because it's getting so expensive.
It costs the same amount to go sit down and get something to eat.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's amazing.
Why not? Why not get something that's healthy and good for you?
Yeah,
it's
true.
Some trash.
Yeah, call it a day. Call it a day. And I think like to go ahead and take another break real quick. 9:39, we're heading into 9:40. When we come back, we're going to hit a few more topics, and we're going to do my favorite segment at the end of the show, and that's called Things I Hate. Knife and Fork Radio.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Hi there, I'm Robin Savage, stand-up comic. Are you sick of the news getting pushed around by two sides, always saying the other side is wrong? You deserve to enjoy the news.
That's what's up, Robin. I'm your host, Mac James, from Stand Up for News. We're stand-up comics, and we tell the news. The news doesn't have any legs and can't stand up for its own self. Join us and special guests like local hero comics like Donnie Stopa, all the way to legends like Tommy Chong, every Thursday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. here on WTAN Radio.
Tune in to the Shrink and Wrap Show here on Tan Talk Radio.
Our stories and our topics will include, but are not limited to, everyday issues. We're here for you, for our listeners. We want to know what's important to you.
So again, don't miss us
on Tan Talk Radio. Tune in again, Shrink and Wrap Show.
We'll see you then.
That's the Shrink and Wrap Show every Thursday from 3 to 4 p.m. right here on the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Hello, this is the one and only Robbie the Shark. I want to welcome you to the new program, All Groovy, man. I just want a bunch of folks in front of my porch. Let's have a Coca-Cola, a sweet tea, or whatever your drink of flavor is, and let's just talk about life and how far we've come on the only 1340 WTAN Tan Talk Radio Network.
It's All Groovy with Robbie the Shark, Thursdays from 8 to 9 p.m. Listen at your own risk.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to Knife and Fork Radio on the one and only Tan Talk Radio Network with your hosts, Mike and Eric and Ed back there in the production room. Hopefully everyone enjoyed that commercial break as much as we did. I know I definitely loved it. We're back on the show. Mike's pointing at the TV, guys. I'm sorry, he distracted me. I don't know why. He started pointing at the
guy's
TV.
hat. He wore his Boy Scouts hat.
Oh, we were watching. We've got the news on over here on the TV, and a minute ago they had Biden was doing some sort of a speech for the 80th anniversary of D-Day, and all the surviving World War II veterans were sitting behind him as he was speaking. And I got to tell you, the World War II veterans, they look a lot younger than Biden does.
They do. They look like spry chickens.
Yeah, they look a lot younger. They look a lot healthier. And
I thought that one guy said, "You want to go play 2-on-2 basketball after this?" I think I read his lips.
I got to tell you what, I would pay good money to watch that happen. I would. Like, just take my wallet, take whatever you need out of it, and just get me front row tickets.
I'll take the guy with the red jacket and red hat.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's so funny. Oh man! Speaking of Orlando, you ever go to that new White Castle that they opened up in Orlando?
I have not.
Yeah, I've never in my life been to a White Castle, and I've always wanted to go, but it's just the line apparently, when they first opened was outrageous, and now it's kind of like the luster of it is worn off. You know what I mean? They've been open for a good couple of years now, but apparently like people were waiting in line for like 12, 14 hours for the place to open.
They used to have White Castle where I'm from. It was great, but they didn't have the other one. What's the other one called?
Jack in the Box. Oh, Crystal. They didn't
have Crystal.
Yeah.
So when I came here, there's a Crystal here. I was like, all right. It's close by the jail. So don't ask why I know that.
Well, we weren't always professionals.
But,
How is Crystal comparable to White Castle?
Yeah,
I know they look the same.
Absolutely.
But the quality and the flavor.
Quality is exactly the same.
Really?
It's the same thing.
So you're not missing out on anything.
No, you're really not.
If you've been to a Crystal, you're not missing out on the White Castle.
You're not missing out. You're not missing out at all.
Yeah, that's good to know. I know they do the little sliders and little chicken sandwiches and things. If I'm
it's
not
all
mistaken.
the same stuff.
Yeah, it's all the same. But I couldn't imagine, man, waiting in line for 12 hours to get into a restaurant ever.
Or White Castle.
Or waiting in line for 12 hours for anything for that matter.
Well, there's one on Bourbon Street that you have to wait in line during Mardi Gras for. You know what I mean? Because it's just crazy.
Well, that makes sense because you got thousands of people out there. You know,
but not the one in Orlando.
Right? Yeah. Forget about it. Yeah, Mike, how's that mushroom coffee you're drinking? By the way, is it iced mushroom coffee?
Actually, it was just water and mushrooms, and then I added a little coffee to it because it was so bad.
Sounds absolutely phenomenal.
So now it's room temperature.
Nice.
And it's all like sludged up at the bottom.
Yeah.
And this last step is going to be amazing for my probiotic health.
Should I get you a spoon and maybe a fork and a knife to get through the last of it?
Maybe a knife and fork in honor of the show.
In honor of the show. I like that. Cheers.
I'm gonna swig the last granules of this.
If he could grab the mic and drop it, folks, he would be out right now after that last comment. I'll tell you that much. That's how impressive that last comment was. If you could only see the look in his face right now, the pain that's going through his eyes as he took the last chunk of mushroom coffee into his mouth, it was rather impressive.
Well, I feel great now.
Well, yeah, I'm glad to hear that. Probiotics working hard for you.
I just added 30 days to my life, sir.
No, so if you drink one of those every day and you add 30 days to your life every day. Yeah, you know what I want, man? I want a robot arm.
I can wait around for that.
You know,
look, just get on some mushroom coffee and we'll wait it out.
Yeah, I tell my wife all the time, like I don't need two. I just want one. I want one robot arm.
And it has to be your left. Yeah. Because that way that one could be strong too.
Absolutely.
And your right could be
Can
strong.
you imagine how much fun I would have if I had a robot arm? I mean, but it needs to be like Terminator style with skin over the top. I don't want exposed hydraulics and I don't want to hear that when I move.
Okay.
But I want like the skin over the top. So I don't want people
not
to know
modified with lasers or anything.
Well, sorry?
Not modified with lasers or anything. Right?
No. I don't need I'm not trying to create a weapon out of my arm. I just want an arm that's robotic. So that way I can grasp things better and I can.
No arthritis.
I went to Topgolf this past Sunday. And I was wishing I had a robot arm when I went to Topgolf. So I'm going to tell you, man, I haven't swung a golf club in well over a year. All right. The last time I swung a golf club was at Topgolf. Well, I guess it was probably maybe about 4 or 5 months ago at Topgolf. So, forgive my timeline, but even still, it was only an hour that we were there. And I got to tell you, man, I was in so much pain the next day.
Really?
Every muscle, everything in my body hurt. And well, here's the thing. It was just my wife and myself. We didn't go with a group.
So you're constantly hitting.
You're never stopping. You get like a 2-minute break in between swinging. And by the time we were done with that hour, man, my hands hurt so bad. That's why I wanted the robot arm. Of
course.
My hands hurt so bad, right? And then my, like your sides from twisting, pivoting when you
back.
Oh my God. But I got to tell you, man, Topgolf is a lot of fun, man.
It is fun.
I love that place.
Yeah, it's pretty
I love
fun.
it. You and I went.
Yeah, we've been before. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, that's a good time. And they just opened that new one over there in Feather Sound. So it's about a about 20-minute drive from my house. So I don't have to drive all the way to Brandon anymore to go to.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I have to go to the one by the casino.
Yeah, it's all the way out there.
It's all the way out there.
It is a lot of fun, though. I'll tell you. I was surprisingly, man, they were coming off the club pretty good.
Really?
For not being an avid golfer any longer,
right,
and never being a good golfer at any point in my life. I was pleasantly surprised. I was pleasantly surprised, man. They were coming off the club pretty clean.
Good.
Towards the end, they were coming off sloppy because I was so tired and my hands were hurting so bad.
Well,
But in the beginning, man, when I was first getting started, man, they were coming off like gold, man.
Nice.
Going right up the gut every single time.
Well, maybe we should go play.
Oh man, I would love to. Anytime you want to go, man. It is so much fun. I love that place. I love it. It's up on the second floor. That's the middle floor. That's the best because you get like a good bird's eye view of everything.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, but we had a really good time with that. That was a lot of fun. But that was my entire week last week, man. That was the highlight of my week.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
Yeah,
hey, look, gotta lay low, man. I mean, we're inflation.
Do what you got to do. Yeah.
We're in the middle of inflation, whether they want to admit it or not.
Smack dab, right in the middle of inflation, everybody. Smack dab. Let me touch on the Latitude 28 restaurant one more time, guys. I didn't talk about it today yet, and I'd like to give them a shout out as well, because I know Chuck and Robin, you're probably listening out there right now. I haven't seen you guys in about a week or so. Hopefully things are going well for you at the restaurant. Hopefully things that we implemented, that we put into place, are working out well for you guys, and you're getting busier and busier, and you're getting better and better at what you do. But check it out, folks. It's L'_Attitude 28. They're right over there on Rowan Road in Newport Richey. Great dinner menu, great lunch menu, everything you want, all homemade, everything made from scratch. Stop by, say hi to the folks, grab yourself a nice cocktail, full liquor bar, wine, beer, everything, craft beers, local wines, everything you could think of. And then all the scratch made food that's coming out of the kitchen as well. Give them a shout, Latitude 28. It's L''Attitude 28, Rowan Road in beautiful Newport Richey. It's my shout out to them for today.
Yeah, good for them, man.
Yeah.
I like their food, man.
Yeah. How are
Good
you
stuff
doing over at your
there.
restaurant, Mike? You keeping busy over there?
Yeah, we're staying busy. A lot of graduation parties, stuff like this.
Oh, my God, I bet you do
'cause
have a
it's
lot of
larger
graduation.
venue.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
you do a lot of different things,
Mhm.
weddings.
Yeah.
Some people love to do the weddings in the summer because they're cheaper, I think. You know what
Really?
I mean? Yeah, because during prime peak hours is when it's, peak period, excuse me, it's
Right.
usually cooler outside and the
Yeah.
weather's nicer. And
Makes
so when it
sense.
starts to get really
Yeah.
warm,
Yeah.
it's I think, it's easier to do it because everything's less expensive, especially
Right.
for the venues and the stuff like that.
Sure,
So,
sure.
which is,
Hey,
it's a-
I'm sure with the graduation parties and things too, you're probably crushing it right now over at the restaurant. I can only imagine.
yeah.
I can
Everything's
only
going
imagine.
great.
Yeah.
Just hammering it away, man. Hammering away. Just trying to
nonstop
get repetitions, man. It's all about repetition for everybody.
That's
you know?
it. Yeah, that's
every day.
it.
Every
Yeah.
day.
That's it, man.
Train and learn, teach.
That's it, man. That's
all you can do.
That's our business.
So every day, because
That's our
someone
business.
new's in the door, someone holds out the door.
I can tell you, man,
It's a revolving door.
it's been a week since I've been in a commercial kitchen.
Yeah.
And I don't miss it, man.
Well, I bet you don't.
I don't miss it at all. Yeah.
I cooked a couple times this week, actually.
Did you?
Yeah.
They put you back in a line. You're cooking too.
Well, no, I'm not normally cooking, but you got
to do what you got to do.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
I think Tuesday was it? Yeah, it was Tuesday.
Right.
We were going pretty hard at it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of people coming in the doors on a Tuesday. You schedule for
You schedule what you think you're going to need,
what you think you're going to need,
and then you get pummeled.
Then you get smoked.
Yeah. Then
but
you get pummeled.
Yeah, you can't. You can't run scared. You know what I mean? Got to just do it.
Yeah.
Just handle
You got to put your head down. You got to grind it out. There's no way around it.
You got
That's
to just
for
handle
sure.
it.
Yeah.
It's not fun, but whatever.
And that is a busy restaurant that you work at. That's for sure.
Man.
Very busy restaurant.
Yeah, I'm reprogramming signs now. I'm learning how to do that. So program signs.
What do you mean program signs?
Like digital signs outside.
Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah.
So
Now
I
you
use
guys
all
own
those
that
programs.
deli next door to you also, don't you? Is that yours?
Yeah,
Frank?
yeah.
What's that?
Larry's Deli?
Larry's Deli. Yeah. I
Larry's
always
Deli.
want to call it Frank's or something.
No, it's
Yeah.
Larry's. It's classic, man. I
Yeah,
mean,
been there for
they haven't
years.
changed anything.
Yeah.
I mean, all they did is update the inside, which looks a little bit better.
Right.
Well, it looks a lot better actually, but I mean, the sandwiches there are killer.
Are they?
They're
Yeah.
And they offer one that's like 3 feet long or something.
Well, they're iconic, man. They've been there for how many years now, right?
27 or no, 57? 57 years?
57. They better be good for 57 years of practice.
Yeah, they've been just
better be
killing
the
it.
best sandwich ever.
They've been killing it, man.
Yeah,
So,
I'm sure.
It's good over there. Shout out to my boy Nico over there. So he's handling business over there. So
I know what does Nico run the Larry's Deli?
he runs Larry's. So he does a pretty good job of that. And,
Awesome. Yeah.
That's it, man.
That's it. Yeah. Getting it done.
Put a parking garage in that thing.
Don't forget, guys, phone lines are open, 727-441-3000. Give us a shout if you'd like. Talk about your experiences in the restaurant. Talk about anything you want to, as long as your name is not Daryl. For all of you that are listening today, and Daryl, if you're listening today as well, please don't call us.
We appreciate it. We just want to thank you in advance for not calling.
Yeah, I don't know what happened last week. We started out pretty good, but then we went south really quickly.
Yeah, that joke he had, man, it's just bad.
Yeah. It was terrible.
It wasn't very jokey.
Ed's back there laughing about Daryl. Yeah, remember old Daryl last week? Yeah, he was something. Yeah, Daryl, if you're out there listening, thanks for the call last week. But I can't wait to hear about it.
You called back, didn't you, Daryl?
Called
back, didn't you?
Ed, does this have anything to do with Dr. Phil at all? Because if so, then I'm in.
If it's got something to do with Dr. Phil, I'm in.
I'm in. All right, guys, we're going to roll into my favorite segment of the show right now. This is a little segment that I like to call Things That I Hate. All right.
All right.
Now, we do this every week. It's always a lot of fun. And there's a lot of things out there that I hate, and I like to focus on 2 or 3 or maybe 4 of them weekly on a weekly basis.
Well, get it out of your system, right?
You know what? Yeah, I've got a microphone, I've got a listening audience, and I've got an outlet, and I want to make sure that everyone knows the things that I can't stand in this world.
Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah, so why not? Why not take advantage of this opportunity?
This is the greatest time.
I'm in. I love everything about it. Well, here's the first thing that I hate, Mike.
All right.
I hate it when people say, "Oh no, I don't eat seafood." What the hell's wrong with you?
Oh.
I mean, you're in Florida, the seafood capital of the United States, right?
But then they snub it off and they make it seem as though like it's this most disgusting thing that's ever been put in a plate in front of them. I don't understand it. You know what I mean? Ed, do you like seafood?
No.
No, you're not a seafood.
Okay. I enjoy shrimp.
Okay.
But not to an extent. Well, I'll have it maybe once or twice a year.
Okay.
Lobster, if I'm on a cruise ship where
sure.
it's free.
Sure.
I won't pay for it.
I don't blame you.
It's just not my thing. Tuna fish, I do like that.
Yeah.
It's got to have mayo.
Oh, well, for sure. Yeah, you gotta do it
I'm
right.
just not. And the guy that, when I was a kid and growing up in the Virgin Islands in St. Croix for 4 years, all I did was fish.
Yeah.
But I never ate them.
It just wasn't your cup of tea.
Interesting.
No. I get it. It's not for everybody. I get it.
I'm from New Orleans. So
I've tried it, and it just, like somebody was smoking something. I'm like, wow, that smells delicious.
Right.
And I'm like, well. And then somebody, I was at a party and didn't realize that something was wrapped in bacon. And I'm like, how can you go wrong with that? It was a scallop.
Oh man. Sounds delicious.
You don't even like scallops, really? Wow.
I can't. It's that.
It's texture?
No, it's not the texture. It's the aftertaste, I think.
Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I mean, like you give me a bucket of those, like the big scallops. What are those? The bait
U10 diver scallops.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'll eat them right out of the bucket, man. Raw.
I've had clams. Clams are
okay. Good. Yeah.
Clams are
I love all seafood.
Yeah, me too. I'm a seafood lover.
I'm from New Orleans too, so I eat all seafood.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do understand that.
Yeah, it never made sense to me. But it is what it is.
I don't think it's an ecological thing.
No, of course not. Of course not. You know what else I hate, Mike? This one I really hate this.
What's that?
I hate Bluetooth connections in cars.
Oh,
why do they even offer a Bluetooth in a car when it's only going to cut out?
Yeah.
Every 30 seconds, and it only cuts out on the important phone calls that you're making. When I'm on an important phone call, and sure as hell, every single time I'm get through my sentence, and then the person on the other end of the line, hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Can you hear me?
I'm like, I just said exactly what I needed to say. Now I have to repeat it. I got to take my phone off. It's got to go off Bluetooth. What's the point? Bluetooth connections in vehicles are the worst.
They are the worst.
Yeah.
Mine aren't good in my AirPods either.
And I got a brand new car, man. It's not like I'm driving around in like a 2005, Yugo or whatever, with like an aftermarket.
I think it's the interruptions of the other things that are out there when you're out and about.
Right.
When you're in your own home, you're limited to what can interfere.
Yeah.
But out there, you can interfere with somebody next to you.
Of course. Yeah. It drives me crazy. And like I said, it always cuts out on the most important phone call of the day. Every single time. Every other garbage phone call that I make or whatever, clear as day. But when I actually have to tell somebody something, I swear to God, every time it cuts out. God damn it. Come on, Bluetooth, tighten up.
Upgrade yourself.
Exactly.
AI.
Yeah. Here's something else that I hate. And I don't hate it just yet, but I'm about to start hating it in about maybe a month, probably about 2 to 3 months from now. I'm really going to start hating this. Every commercial on TV is going to be either Joe Biden or Donald Trump.
I already hate it.
Every commercial on every television station is going to be 100% political. And all we get to look at is Donald Trump and Joe Biden across the board.
Oh, man.
That's what we're going to look at in the next 3 months.
And all the other ones, too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, all the other ones, too. Yeah.
Can you imagine the slander that's about to come out?
I know.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I really hate that one, man. I know. God.
When the right hits back, I don't know if they're going to be able to take it back.
Yeah.
It's going to get ugly.
I am looking forward to the debates.
It's going to get ugly.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the debates. Yeah.
It's going to get ugly.
I know.
I mean, it's like let's get some popcorn and let's watch it.
I tell you what, man, I don't care. We don't talk about politics on this show at all, but either love Donald Trump, you either hate him. I don't care one way or the other. I'm not going to express my views or opinions, but I will tell you one thing. When that guy talks, he's the funniest goddamn person on the planet.
I mean,
my wife hates him, right? And I'm like, I got to hear this guy talk because he's just so goddamn funny. Everything that comes out of his mouth is hilarious.
He's like this orange Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh my God. Love him, hate him. I don't care what your stance is on the guy, but man, he is entertaining to say the least.
Hey, at least he's sharp, right?
Yeah, right.
I mean,
that's true.
I mean,
that's true.
What your definition of sharp is, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sharper than Joe.
Sharper. Yeah. Well, I mean, again, we don't do politics on this show.
A round object is sharper than Joe.
Well, that's what I was alluding to.
Right. Of course. Oh man, here's the last thing on my things that I hate list, and this one I don't really hate it that much, but I can't stand it. Hey, why does everyone freak out when hurricane season comes around and they have to start buying like thousands and thousands of dollars worth of water? And remember the toilet paper scare of 2020? Yeah, what was that all about? Does anybody have any answers for me? I mean,
I don't know, but I still have a case of toilet paper in my shed
right outside
that was given to me, and it was the lowest grade of toilet paper that you get at the restaurant.
Yeah, the individually wrapped ones.
The worst, and it's still in there because it's so
Number
bad.
3 grade sandpaper.
Exactly.
Yes, absolutely.
I just don't understand. I've lived in Florida my whole life, born and raised right here.
Need batteries, man.
Yeah, batteries. And I just understand. It's amazing.
You have to have gas too,
and that. Oh, the gas is the worst. The gas is the worst, man.
Oh, let's
I
go
remember
stand in line and get gas.
Oh my God. I remember I actually needed gas during a hurricane last year. I wasn't going to get gas because of the sake of buying and for the sake of buying. I actually needed to get fuel in my vehicle to get home. And I couldn't get gas. I'm sitting there waiting for like 40 minutes to get there. Just give me some gas.
And you can't even go down the street because you run out.
No, because they're out.
You just got to sit there and wait.
Guys, it's been a good Thursday. Again, as always, the Knife and Fork Radio Show here on the Tan Talk Radio Network with your hosts, Mike and Eric. We look forward to Thursday every week, and we're looking forward to doing this again with you next Thursday as well. Mike, anything before we go?
We love batteries and water.
We love batteries and water and toilet paper. Unless you're in the space station.
Then you
don't need it.
It's only 20% profit if it blows up.
See you guys.
5 out of 1.
WTAN, Clearwater.
FM 106.1.
WDCF, Dade City.
FM 102.3.
Listen.